Thank you for that. Thank you for that. Somebody tell me if you can hear me now. I had you hooked up to my car, I believe. Okay. Hi, everybody. All the same beautiful supporters and some new ones I see. Hi, Valerie. Hi, Shabin. Hi, above ancestors. Okay. Hi, Stasia. Yeah, I just, you know, woke up this morning and, man, my back hurt, so I had to go get some medicine. And I'm on my way back. I wanted to thank everybody that saw the video. If you haven't seen the video that we just published, that was a contribution from the collective. It is called Mob Ties, What Sign Language Was Taught. It is an expose, if you will, into the Dean Waddle Pettis family and some of the peripheral immediate family, and just kind of show you their involvements. That is, in no way disrespecting the Crips necessarily. I mean, I think that any man that has to gang up with a bunch of other men to make a living and depend on and fight for him, like that's, it takes, good morning, Lisa, takes men like that to also build a village as well. Those same kind of men, if they were to put that ideology to good, they could, fight wars, legitimate wars, not create them. But it's been a 50-year war between the Bloods and the Crips, and I think the rest of civilized America is fucking tired of it, But I just want to take a few minutes and talk about a few pointers. So first things first, AV Watchman made a community post in regards to Dumb and Dumber. I think that was a self-description because you look at him and Matt and they look like a couple of dumb motherfuckers. That shit you did last night, I don't give a fuck what attorney you talk to. As long as your attorney was better than Rich Jones' attorney, you'll be all right. But it stands to reason that if you guys had access to a fucking attorney, AV Watchman wouldn't have been put on community supervision for this shit. Hey, what's up, Capelli? You all right? You understand me? So let's talk about a few things. Who are the only people in this situation, this tragic situation, that would not voluntarily cooperate with the police? That's Big Crip. That's Big Crippin', right? Big Crippin'. Man, they don't talk to no police, man. I said it last night on Doug's Live. You can smoke a Crip's brother, and when the police come, he wants to stay Crippin', he's got to say he don't know what happened, right? So they want to handle that Big Crippin' in the streets. Man, fuck all that shit, man. If you know a Crip on this side, he ain't locked up, he ain't killed shit but a Big Mac. He might be involved in smoke petty ass, shit that they get involved in out there in Bakersfield. They can't even save themselves from the gang out there. It's really going down, right? But let me mention that there were some people detained. Those people very well may have had warrants for prior criminal shit, and they go around there to talk to them about some kids gone missing. Oh, you don't want to talk? Well, God damn me, you got a warrant. Let's take that route. We'll talk on the way down there. No, you don't have to say shit. You don't want to. You don't. You can say it's over with. But man, it's a fucking cage full of birds out there, man, singing like a bitch. singing like a bitch. So, because we know everything essentially about this case now is going to be tracking a digital footprint, right? We're past DNA, we're past this, that, and the third, right? Like, you know, in a scenario like this, I would say almost that no news is good news in regards to, you know, biological materials. Like, they haven't told us to stop searching for live bodies, right? So some of us are still doing that. Some of us are dead set on the fact that the kids are dead. I understand that way of thinking too, because being unbiased but trapped in the madness and looking as if I'm not unbiased, actually leaning towards the West as being, you know, hailing a presumption of innocence for the West is actually being unbiased. Now, if you focus on the bio family, that's not biased, right? Those people would be looked upon with the same bias I am now this morning as any lawyer would, right? Or any jury or any judge. You take it to the box, and those people they're going to lose, right? So, you know, when a cop shows up and some kids are gone, quite naturally, just by the fucking laws of common sense, the fucking cops want to talk to who's seen the kids last, right? Mind you, we've known for all this time, Trezell left for 4 minutes and 30 seconds, hit some corners, came on back. Now we got Crenshaw saying it was actually 45 minutes. And we know where Crenshaw got that from. We don't need to go that far back in the lineage, but so where the hell did these other 41 minutes go? We just don't see them. So if we don't see them, but they've been seen, then that means the original video we saw was doctored up, and the narrative from the beginning has been incorrect. Now, in Jacqueline and Trezell's defense, if they did wait 45 minutes, there are plenty of legitimate abductions that family have searched on their own. For instance, the Delphi girls, by proxy of the nature of the terrain they navigated searching for those girls, to get down there and look and then get right back up and make a call, it took the span of 45 minutes to 60 minutes. So, and we know the Delphi girls were not killed by a family member or abducted by a family member. So, you know, they still fit within that stat of what's perfectly normal in a range for that call in, right? Hey, you guys, man, hit the likes up. Man, I don't ask for no money. I don't do none of that shit, man. Hit them likes up, man. That's one way y'all can show me how you appreciate me. So, cops come, kids are gone. Trezell and Jacqueline, they called law enforcement in. Now, to break down some of the ideology as to why they're asking for pictures of the kids, the online community. You know, I don't have the dead set answer for that. I'm sure that in all of the few theories I have about the pictures, that one of those theories is correct, and they're all kind of piggyback off of one another. So, you know, this is a case that law enforcement knows that 99% of people aren't following closely like the rest of us, correct? Most people skim past this, and seeing the picture on a billboard is the extent of their involvement. Thank you, Casanova Trill. And that's what that is, right? So, you know, you start to think about what are the investigative tactics of Bakersfield PD. Maybe investigative tactic is to ask the community for pictures for a year back, so as to keep them busy. You know, I don't know. It could be that. You can't say it's not, right? So you can just about imagine, because almost anything's possible, especially in this case. You can imagine just about any reason why certain details of this case are stuck the way they are, because it's just life is realer than fiction, right? You know, you can't write a book this good. It's insane. And good in the sense that it would be a bestseller due to the crazy nature of the phenomenal, I know it's not a word, but phenomenal aspects of this case you just can't shake. So moving back on, police come, they talk to mom and pop. Mom and pop, they're going to have a similar story. We saw that. Now, everyone still to this day, doesn't matter how much you show them that the Bio family was there menacing, right? They still can't compute and data analyze that the very thing that makes them think that Jacqueline and Trisha are guilty are the interview, right, and the lack of hearing their voice out here. You can show them all this Crip shit. You can show them all this stuff. They don't there is a long documented history of Crips menacing witnesses of cases, murder cases, RICO cases, embezzlement cases, extortion cases, gambling cases, whatever, right? They intimidate witnesses, and they're effective at it. Very effective. Now, you run into a scenario, it looks very plausible that some Crips behaved in this situation with their biological children much like they do real estate in neighborhoods where they don't own shit. They don't own shit, but they take claim to every fucking thing. This our hood. Motherfucker, you stay on somebody's couch that pays rent. Y'all don't even contribute to the school millages, to the property taxes, nothing. Throw your fucking beer bottles on the ground, empty your swishers all over the place, throw your snack bags all over, throw your fucking drug bags all over. That's what gangbangers do. See, the idea of a Crip was to put a trash can out and to try to get all the homies, goddamn me, to throw the fucking shit in the trash. Don't throw the shit on the ground, right? The ideology of the Crip was to organize the neighborhood, keep the dope dealers and shit out, the pimps, the hustlers, protect the people from the police. Now, Crip members need protection from other Crip members. They don't give a fuck. Shoot little kids, shoot old ladies, rape, rob, pillage, like in the Crip membership. If you go hit a lick and a bitch gets raped, man, you'll be looked upon as a fucking star. As soon as you go to the joint, goddamn me, your ass is food. For real. You're about to hold on to something for somebody in your butt. Right? Crips are dyslexic in nature, by nature, right? The very color they represent is blue. The very first thing that they committed to was a color that starts with the letter B. They make everything else CC, but unfortunately, you can't go all the way back in time and extort the person that named it blue to have them named it Clue, right? Right? Shit is all stupid, right? Instead of saying you're coolin' when you're a blood, you're bullin', right? Yeah, you're a damn bull, right? You ain't no fool, you're a bull, right? Like, come on, man, this shit is stupid. Shit is fucking stupid, right? This shit is fucking stupid, right? So, the other thing that the police do when they come onto a crime scene, after everyone relinquishes their text, Jacqueline and Trezell said it, and it came out of Trezell's mouth. We called them in. And then somebody said, they got a search warrant? Yeah, but I don't even know why. We would have let them take everything. That's his inability to compute what the police do. Trezell doesn't even know what the police do. He thinks if you just let them take shit, you don't have to get a search warrant. Well, in theory, it's kind of right? But also in theory, it's doesn't work that way sometimes too, right? So Trezell clearly has had very little activity with the police. He's not even exuding or acting like he knows how the processes of search warrants go down. Meanwhile, all the motherfucking Bio family know exactly the parameters for a fucking search warrant, right? They even know that when they're persons of interest in questioning, they don't have to volunteer, right? They don't have to do it. They can just do whatever the fuck they want. The West and all of the West have been voluntary. They pay taxes. These people try to discredit everything about the West. Oh, they didn't pay taxes on 2 kids. They said man, so what? None of y'all never fucking had a hard year and had to fudge the tax and get it come up thinking that, well, we'll work harder this next year and we'll get it right, whenever we get addressed by it, right? Knowing that that's really a low interest loan because the IRS will settle with you for pennies on the dollar. Kudos. The West, work the system to work for yourself if that's what you had to do in order to get your fucking kids away from Bakersfield and all the bullshit you see KERO and KGAT putting out. I don't want my fucking kids there either. I don't want the kids in Bakersfield that live there. Let's take all the children out of Bakersfield. Oh, you got a fucking B4 Camaro. Fuck you, mean. You just took the pipes off it. I'll burn you up. Anyways, guys, so the other thing that you see is if you see this really childlike behavior. My shit. This my new. Anyone who's not familiar with Charleston White, he's a real dick face from Fort Worth, Texas, out here by me. And he used to be an activist, but he let the fucking money go straight to his head. And now he's a fucking clown. In the beginning, what he would say is he had a message. And he still does have a message. But he gets caught up in the same shit I do. And, so yeah, I guess he's just like me, but only he's black. What he does is he tells the dead, honest fucking truth. And he spins psychology in it too, right? So what happens is people get so fucking mad about what they hear, they lost the message. So what he says, you fell in love with the Mac and lost sight of the message. That's what that is. You fell in love with the fuck word or the bitch word or the damn word. You fell in love with that and lost what I was saying because you didn't like the way it sounded. Or you really like the way it sounds and you still got caught falling in love with the Mac, right? Come on now. Fuck, man. Yeah. Let me tell you this, man. How do you think they ever could bring down a whole organization? Because they brought down whole factions of Crips. But then the dumbasses, there'll be a new trending topic in someone on a record label will tell them it's cool to Crip again, and they'll start it back up, right? But how do you think they bust down Crips? I'll wait. Internally. Come on, man. FBI agents, they don't embed with the Crips. It's too fucking dangerous, right? And you don't have to. All you got to do is catch a Crip with a $20 piece of whatever, or a machine gun with 2 bullets, and he's gonna tell it. Because he wants to be a Crip on the outside, but very few of them want to be Crips on the inside. Right? Yeah. Talk about it. Hey, what's up, Dougie? Dougie Fresh? Eat Fresh? Real shit. Everybody wants to be a gangster on the outside. Nobody wants to have to get checked in when they pull up, right? Nobody wants to get checked in, man. Come on, man. Then you got whole white boy organizations that exist nowhere except for prison. Black folks got some reach on their shit. They really do. They sure do. White folks, as soon as they hit that gate, boy, they want to be respectable again, for the most part. But they can't shake off what they put all over their body, right? A Crip, he's going to go in the pen strong, he's going, and he's going to try to come out of the pen strong. And everything in between, he's going hard in the yard, right? Come on, man. Where the fuck is LV United? Anybody know? Anybody know where LV United is? Everybody knows that LV United's brother, he was a Crip, right? Got killed by some Bloods, allegedly. Rumor has it. Fuck you mean? So, in that gang life, your brother was a Crip, died at the hands of a Blood. Now you come on here, gang related, pimping women, and got the audacity to complain to us that people keep stealing shit off your brother's fucking headstone. Well, if you die a Crip, the Blood still hates you, right? Come on, man. We don't care about that shit, right? You keep making them famous, you might come back to try to find them, and the headstone will be gone. God damn. Fuck you, me. Nobody care about that shit, LV. Nobody cares about that shit. Right? Did you have a hand in your brother's death? Because your brother had a hand in his own death. So did you help him? Gang, on gang, man. Did you help him? Fucking right they did. They pissed that gang off. Right? Because let me tell you what, real crippin', real bullying, it happens offline. It don't happen online. Here you got Nina Boy taking a fucking poll publicly on YouTube, bunch of old white ladies and you know, middle-aged white ladies and you know, single moms and you know, teenage girls and whoever else wants to subscribe to this stuff that's a woman. They don't give a fuck if you want to quit the Crip gang or not online, bro. Miss us with that shit. You're trying to keep all, like, go listen to his last song. He's looking for little kids. He abuses them, and he's also a shooter. I'm a shooter, because you know it don't pop. You know that I'm a shooter. Boy, you ain't shoot. You shoot off at the fucking mouth, right? You like to talk about that diamond in your tooth and shit. Let me tell y'all. You can go to this place called the Teeth Bar or the Tooth Bar, and they'll put that bitch in there. It's just a fake little rhinestone that they epoxy onto your tooth with the same kind of glue that they use for braces, right? When the bitch pops off, you know, it's like going to get your teeth done, right? Right? It's like flare. It's like what do they call that shit women used to do? They used to what is it called? Bedazzle. This fool bedazzled his canine tooth. And I'm supposed to respect that, bro? Come on now. I respect a man missing his tooth right there because he got it knocked out for holding his stance. You know what I'm saying? Bro, your teeth are too perfect to be a Crip. Look at mine. That's from boxing, my boy. Fighting, street fighting. You get them teeth chipped up when you fight for real. Boy, you soft. Real shit. You see them teeth, Nina boy? That's really fighting. That's really fighting. Little tooth. Bitch ass boy, I'm not like you people on at your neck. It comes off of you. I do. I got great teeth. Sparkling, almost too white before all this. Now I drink about 10 cups of coffee, 12 cups of coffee. Smoke is hard. Dealing with these fuckheads. You just can't even, I can't arrange my mind to go fuck around with Nina Boy and his abusing and his bullshit shooter and then come back and serve my family. I can't. I can't bring Nina's way of thinking into my family. So that's how I know Nina's way of thinking don't work for his own family. Because I can't make his way of thinking on Hood, on 87,000th Street. I can't put the paint where it ain't in my family, bro. That way of working don't work. That way of thinking don't work, bro. Your way of thinking don't work. That on the fence shit. You can't be 1 foot in and 1 foot out all the time. You need to fuck around. You need to choose before you fuck around and lose. Nina means girl. Niño means boy. Such a heavy influence of Spanish in that culture around there in LA. Somebody should have told that boy, like, and it's, we stopped calling 9mm pistols Nina's fucking back, like when Minister Society went out, bro. We haven't called them fucking Nina's in years, bro. Real shit. Boy, you're just a girl, man. All that stupid ass shit. Now, AV Watchman, AV Matt, y'all fools jumped out the fire into the grease. And I'm not talking about chicken grease. I'm talking about fish grease. That shit that pops when you put the meat in it. Boy, y'all's ass